There are those who say that the best way to survive a Chicago winter is to embrace it. Cross-country skiing, ice skating, sledding. Well, it's hard to imagine a more passionate embrace than winter surfing. That's right, surfing. You probably didn't know it was even possible to surf on Lake Michigan. Well, it is. And the surf is best in the winter. So, on a recent balmy day when the temperature was 20 degrees, Chicago Tonight producer Jay Shefsky caught up with the South End Surf Club in Hammond, Indiana.
We had some pretty big northwest winds come up overnight, which built the waves. They're getting a little smaller right now. Overall, it looks fun. I mean, it's sunny, and that's always a good thing for us.
We're excited. We're going to go out. It's always good to go surfing.
Well, I got a layer of polypropylene from socks all the way up to here. But this is a brand new wetsuit. This is about its 10th time out. I got about 570 bucks in clothing on right now.
I've been surfing on the lakes for probably about 22 years now. Yeah, I can be from my desk in a suit and tie to in my wetsuit and in the water in 15 minutes. It gives me a half hour to surf, and then I reverse the process after that. But I just love it. These are my boys. We have a good time out here.
I was a lifeguard for the Chicago Park District for 13 years. And one day I just had this idea to go surfing. So my parents were going to Florida, and I asked them to bring me a surfboard back. Man, I took that board everywhere. I paddled that board. I couldn't stand up for anything, but gosh, I was a surfer.
So, yeah, I'm going to go get wet. Glad you guys could make it today.
You have a day off today?
Yeah, it's a day off.
As cold as it gets in the Midwest, our only choice really is to keep going when it gets cold or to give it up for 3 or 4 months. And when you're passionate about something, it's hard to do that, and that's how we feel about surfing. And the technology these days with the wetsuits is so incredible that we can be out on the coldest days and stay warm for hours at a time.
Isn't your face cold?
Not really. You actually are so warm in the suit, you almost welcome a little bit of splash on your face. But yeah, I'd be lying if I said you're not a little cold. And it's worth it.
October, a lot of guys quit. Early November, something like that. And then there's us that just keep going. There was a day here last year, it was a February, it was 17 below with the wind chill. A couple of these guys stayed out for 4 hours. I lasted 2.5, I was done.
Something in the surfing scene in the Great Lakes that you don't find in many other places. It's still so young and new, and there's so much coastline out there to be explored still.
Compare this to the best days you've seen on the lake.
On a 1 to 10 rating, I put this maybe a 3 or 4.
Last Monday I was surfing in Mexico, and I surfed Hawaii and Costa Rica, all through California, all up and down the East Coast, all kinds of hurricanes I've surfed. Be it warm, be it cold, I don't mind, I dislike the cold water, but I'll be the first guy to jump in there.
surprising what this lake will yield. You know, on the right day, it'll go up pretty good. It's amazing what we'll do for surf.
You might be wondering if this group has been out surfing in the past few days. No, they haven't. But they say it's not because of the low temperatures. It's because of what they call the pack ice on the surface of the lake has moved too close to shore, and the pack ice has killed the waves. They do surf Lake Michigan year-round, but they say the surf tends to be better in the winter. If you'd like to give Lake Michigan surfing a try in winter or summer, you can find out more about it at WTTW.com/Chicago Tonight. Until a few years ago, the word block